the top here it's only sort of minus 40. Oh no! Disaster! Duplicant has died. Ah, why you got stuck up there, Lindsay? Hello GSV peeps, it's Dangly Bob here. Welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. And been sort of fiddling around, tidying things up really. Not a lot's changed. I put a couple of extra bins in here. Actually what I put these for is to put consumable or put coal in. I want to set that for an 8. Consumable coal, and because I want to collect coal so I know how much coal we have. There we go, that's those 3. Oh, little narcoleptic on sleep. So I fill these up with stuff. Just turn this off for the minute because we have eventually cleared all this hydrogen around here. Let's get rid of that. Still not in a particularly... Food is still a little... I want to get my food stabilised out before I start doing anything else. So we'll get some more Bristol blossoms growing. This over here, I've decided what I'm going to do is put a little pump in here, and I'm going to pump this over here, and it's going to drip down here, and hopefully this will cool it down. Now I have noticed a slight bug here. The bristle weasel wart over here. Yeah, decided to do that. Go back a step. Decided to do that because these just don't seem to be doing the job. This here is still sat at about 40 degrees. These tiles are at 40 degrees. And the liquid out here is sat at 70 degrees, and as it was coming out of here it's coming out at 70 degrees, which is making this a little bit on the warm side, as you can see. So we will get around that by pumping warm water over to the cold biome, drip it down this ice here and see what temperature it comes out down here. And maybe just let it overflow down to here. It's not particularly pretty, but we'll see if it works. I can always make a reservoir and then pump it back. But the other thing I've done is made a little rejuvenator here, which we're going to wire in. And have I just made that out of wolframite? I have, haven't I? Nope, copper. Right, so back here, and we will make this. Where is it? Here it is. Just join those in. In fact, yeah, that'll be fine like that. Now, looking at the temperature, as you can see, this coal seems to be encroaching quite a lot onto here. So. Actually having the warm water might help things a little, but what I might have to do is build some thermal walls down through here, so keep out the cold, maybe box in the little garden. Be interesting. But yeah, put a couple of decor enhancing things. This still is unreachable. I haven't quite figured out how or why. So we'll come back to that in a minute as well. But as you can see, it's we're just tickling along really. Building up through here just to get some wolframite, just to get here for a couple of patches. There's one little tiny bit of wolframite in here. Once they're up to here, I might be able to see if there's any more up this way. As you can see, I shall have to bring you back. Those of you who have spotted the new little intro, it's got a couple of little intros I'm trialling out, so. And we're back, and as you can see, it's coming through here at a great rate of knots. It's the water in this pipe here, this is insulated, and it's coming through at 80 degrees C there. It then swaps to wolframite pipe about here. That's why I put the little valve in just to show. And it's then dripping out of here, coming down here. That's at 80, that's at 80. Then sort of sits here at, that's the polluted, 50. Then down here it's sat at apparently 72. And whenever this door opens, somebody goes and gets a drop of food. It's coming down here at about, well, it's cooling down quite quick, 15, 20. That there is at 0.9. So it's coming down here at about 17 degrees. So it's a bit of a mix and match, but there is water coming through at a nice cool temperature. In fact, the easiest thing to do is look at the there's a little bit of heat here somewhere. This water here seems to be quite warm. All this being wolframite is radiating like goodness knows what. It's melting all this ice quite quickly, so there we go, that seems to be working. I'm just running it off of a couple of batteries, one hamster wheel. Choose duplicant, reject. And as you can see, we've topping up the water supply quite nicely. It's probably going to, I'm probably going to need to switch it off actually, so yes, I think we'll get rid of these under here. They don't seem to be doing anything. And I seem to be building up some hydrogen quite a lot, so we'll turn that on, run that, generate burn some hydrogen off. There was something which I saw on a video I'd like to try, but I'm going to build it off camera, have a play with it, see if it works. But it involves, apparently, I don't know if it's a mechanic, a bug in the game or what, but if you cool hydrogen down and then use it to cool other stuff down, the hydrogen doesn't actually heat up. You don't get no heat transfer. Sounds a bit of a bug to me, but we shall see. As you can see, all this is melting, so we're going to end up with a big empty space here, but that'll be fine, he says. And need to start thinking about which of my guys are injured. So start with Abe. Off you go, Abe. Cure them up. I need to fabricate some of these as well. So, I would start to warm this up. This is probably not such a good idea because I'm now warming this up. These are becoming a little bit stifled and toasty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that out there, and we're going to drop it down into here. And then once it's cooled, we'll use the pump from here, transfer it over here, which may be an idea, and then we've got a bit of space down here to do something else. So we'll go for that. And I'm back, and yeah, I've sort of been playing. I thought I'd show you what I've been playing with. So the geyser over here, like I say, it takes a long time to pump it back up again, and you put it over here, it cools down, and I've got it just running down, it's collecting in this little pool here. So here it is, it's sat at nice sort of 6 or 7 degrees. At the moment we're not using tons of water, so that's not a problem, but I'm going to just move this pump over here, then we'll pump over the top here down into, you know, straight across here and into the scrubber and such like. The single scrubber is keeping on top of the carbon dioxide, which seems to want to sit up here for some reason. Perhaps I'll change that to, in fact, yeah, we'll change it. Gas permeable tiles, use some gold algum. I'll put that through there, that'll help that sink down. And maybe what I need to do here as well is change that to that. I can't stop my guys being sick all over the place at the moment, but that'll come. Just mopping up here. And got coal generator down here, which is just topping up the batteries as well when they're needed. Now, just sort of show you what I've got here. What I've done here is I've used this pump to pump hydrogen into a system here. Now, this system is designed to I've seen it called perpetual motion, but what happens? Choose my gas layout. I've got this little closed loop here. Now I've chilled this down using a thermoregulator down to about just under 250 degrees C. And then I can, by setting the gas valves, setting these gas valves at about half the rate, what happens is I get packets here of about 1,000 queuing up to go into this little lot, and then packets here, because they're set at about half, so they will just keep going round. Now because they're set at minus 240, I can also now take this off and run them through box standard pipes to cool perhaps the water or an area that's overheating. Trouble is, looking at my base at the moment, I don't really have an area that's overheating, especially since I've stopped taking this water and letting it flow out over here. So what I might do is just sort of take it down and flow it through this water, see if I can cool this water down. If I can do that, it means I'm not having to flow water over this way. I can keep with my original reservoir. But we will... Oh, got a couple of dead guys. Unfortunately, yeah, they've passed away, and I've completely forgotten I've got some morbs down here. Spreading disease. Really do getting rid of those or putting them down somewhere where I'm going to use them for. Interesting. Yes, I could. It'd be good to get rid of some chlorine. But anyway, so I need to build a couple of memorials. Get the dead bodies out of the way. And let's put them. Make it priority 9. Get them out of the way. I'll worry about the morbs in a minute. Now, what I do want to know, if I can top this up, I just need to build a bridge across here. I can top this up with more hydrogen, obviously through the regulator, top it up again. What I perhaps need to do is pass. What I have noticed as well is I'm getting liquid carbon dioxide down here at minus 50 degrees. Got to look up some melting points, and so the carbon dioxide that is here has now melted down to a liquid form down here. I have noticed as well, I'm getting various odd things here, but I don't think I'm getting anything which is particularly spectacular. So what I could do is pipe a load of carbon dioxide over here, liquefy it. Once it's liquefied, I've no idea what I'm going to do with it then. So, absolutely pointless. What I would like to perhaps try to experiment with is perhaps seeing if I can won't be able to liquefy hydrogen because hydrogen, yeah. Gonna have to think anyway. Not much else. These plants here are a little bit stifled, but mainly because I'm not producing enough fertiliser, so I have produced a little extra fertiliser plant down here. Down like that. Make that a 7 as well. So it'll produce twice as much fertiliser, providing the guys are using the toilets, which they are, so that's not a problem. Water levels, I keep thinking water levels look a little low, but perhaps it's not. So we'll leave it there now anyway for the minute, and I'll bring you back in a bit. And we're back, and as you can see, things have moved on a few more cycles. I'm just pumping out some water. Let me show you over here. My geyser tank, if you like, is full. So I'm just pumping out some of this water here. I'm still not happy looking at the temperature here. You see, actually it's not too bad at the moment, but yeah, once I start pumping water, this area here gets quite warm, even though that's insulated. And up here where it stops being insulated, you can see it generates a lot more heat, which is fine, but it's filling up here, it's dripping down here, etc. I'm expecting all this to melt at some point, but otherwise, well, it's also now filling down into here. Got some ice, polluted ice, a little bit of granite here as well. I might put a pump down here rather than up here, but with a bit of granite there, there'll always be a puddle there. But there'll be a little bit of reserve. You can see most of that's all polluted at the moment. I've also put in a pump down here so we can take some of this polluted oxygen and pump it into our sort of little experimental thing up here, which is quite happily cycling around on its own. It's got hydrogen at just below 250 degrees C, just cycling through these gas valves here. And then we've also just using... What are you doing in there? Oh yeah, no, you're putting a door in there, that's right. What we're doing here is as I said, just using up the last bit of hydrogen here, powering this up. The batteries are full, that's great. They're still not doing anything with this up here. Might have to investigate that in a minute. But yeah, otherwise things are ticking along quite well. Producing enough food. I haven't had to turn the microbe musher on for a while, so all this up here is going to be that's the wrong one. As you can see, it's all bristleberries. They're all fresh. Both of these are refrigerated. A little bit of hydrogen in the pocket up here, but I'm not too worried about that. There's a little bit of water here. I'm hoping the hydrogen, if I filled this in, the hydrogen would disappear and float up here somewhere. You see there's a bit of that. They're going to sleep now, which means we can't see things so clearly, but yeah, there's a bit of hydrogen trapped up here. And further up here, I've sort of just been exploring and digging out, as you can see, more wolframite so we can make some more cooling stuff. I've decided to not recruit any more duplicants just yet. 10 is the right sort of number. Stress is down. Sure, that funny little dying sound, I got a feeling that's probably my... Yeah, oh, let's get rid of you. Yeah, I've got a couple of these guys doing art when they shouldn't be doing art, so we'll get rid of you guys. And get rid of you as well. Oh, we're all up here. So, yeah, just deconstruct those and we'll reconstruct them again in a minute. Any more for any more? No, I think it was just around here where I've moved some cots and things over here and put some more paintings up. And how are we doing? Sort of, we could turn the hydrogen generator off for the minute. How am I doing for storage? Oh, I've got loads of storage up here, no problem at all. This is my coal storage. you know, this is all coal I've produced using these guys here. I haven't really sort of gone into digging out lots of coal. Down here, probably out of slime. Yep, I'm going to dig out some more slime and some algae around here. Not really using this algae generator here. The bubblers are doing their thing. So that's being on standby. See, I've built some extra toilets and some extra showers to cater for the newer numbers. And I'm gaining, I need to gain some, need to mine out some gold amalgam. Yeah, I'm pronouncing it right today. Gold amalgam here. I see loads of wolframite, and we've actually used up the last of the copper ore as well. So, in fact, we have more wolframite than gold amalgam at the moment. But I really don't want to use the wolframite for stuff. So, I think that's the next thing to do. Build up a stock of gold amalgam, so that I'm not digging into the wolframite. There's plenty of it around anyway. Just waiting for them. So they're making this heavy wire, so that's all going to be wolframite as well. But we have a fair amount of it, so it's not a problem, and I can always destroy it once I figure out what is made out of it. Not very good at keeping track of what we got up here. We're up here and can see what's up here. What I would do if it was daylight, but so I'm going to let them continue sort of doing things, and when we've got some changes, just a quick check of the temperature over here. As you can see, this here, it doesn't seem to. The tile gets a little bit warm where they're running through the tile here, but yeah. Oh, it'd be interesting. And if I put these insulated tiles, will they insulate the pipe that's in it? Need to have a look at that sometime, maybe. And funnily enough, all this down here is all a nice cool temperature now. So this business of running it up here, running it down the ice, one, it helps melt the ice. Well, if I need to help melt the ice, but it does bring it right down. The water stocks here are just, this is my level gauge here, but as you can see, I am getting a little bit low here, so at some point I'm going to need to put a pump in. I might do that now. What we'll do is we'll extend this ladder down, and we'll put our pump in down here. So plumbing, pump, making it out of gold, put that in there. Need to put some wiring in, so come back here, we'll go for heavy watt wire. I'm going to take it off the same circuit, because the idea being once this is out I can take that pump out and we'll just use this area for something else. Maybe move my scrubber down here and use this just as a carbon dioxide dump. So we'll take it off of here, we'll run it through here, through, do I want to go, I don't know, I want to go through, yeah, we'll go through the door, down here, into there. And then once we've done that, I want to do some piping, and again I don't need it to be insulating particularly well. Hang on, plumbing, piping, so we're going to go for granite, and we'll run it back up the ladder, basically follow the same path as the wire through this door here. And I do want to run it, perhaps I'll run it. It's a bit of a waste of piping, but if I build another floor, actually what we'll do is we'll build another floor in. So we'll build it, make our floor too high, join in there, and I will put gas permeable tile made out of gold amalgamum to cancel the last couple just there. And make a mesh tile so that the water goes through that, and I just need to finish off the pipe as well. So pipe out of granite just to finish off that. Like I said, I can break the wire if need be, just to so it doesn't start pumping, or I can just let it pump and we'll finish this lot off as and when it finishes off. Need to perhaps do something with these morbs that are running around. Perhaps they're not. Press pause a minute. There he is, squished down there. So have a quick look at that morb. Oh, no, I did have him. Health 25. Doesn't say whether he's sort of comfortable there, but it doesn't say what sort of temperature he likes. So, don't know. But it could be a bit warm over here for him. It's only 27, it's not too bad. It gets a little bit higher up around here. I had to put a sort of a valve in here, just basically try and, as this fills up, we'll let the air in. I don't know whether that's making any difference or not, but there's like a pressure relief valve. And actually it helps, again looking at the temperature of the base, it does bleed a bit of warmth into here, so while all this is a little bit warm, it does help keeping this a bit temperate. As you see, it's getting cold here. I'm going to have to put some, perhaps take some of these out, put a thermal wall with a couple of doors in, because this is just getting a little bit too chilly for when they are. If we're looking at the thermal comfort overlay, as you can see, you get a body heat loss for anything where it's cold, and a body heat retention when it gets warm, and anything sort of black. So it's not too bad. Yeah, it's getting a bit body heat loss up here. Comfort zone over here. Starting to get, it says comfort zone there, but yeah, body heat retention. So anything black or this dull red is comfortable. So it is a bit too chilly around here, but we'll so put some thermal walls in. Anyway, I'll bring you back in a bit. Put a little thermal switch in here. A little trick I've learnt off somebody else off the internet. CryptoFox, I think. He's said if you put a temperature switch in here, you can instantly switch it. You don't have to wait for a dupe to come down and do it. I'm just going to deconstruct these a minute. But you've put a thermo switch in here, make it some sort of temperature, minus 113, it's never going to get down to that in here. So if it's colder down that, you can make it stop, and if it's warmer than that, it'll go. And we are pumping polluted oxygen up into my little cooling chamber here. And I want to see what comes out at the bottom. I've got this funny little thing here where actually these mesh tiles are still sat at around 20, there's still a positive temperature, even though the air there is at minus 120-ish, and the air below it is at minus 30-ish. There's not much heat transference across this. So I've got a feeling I'm not 100% sure what's going to happen, but we're going to fill this up with a polluted oxygen. When this is full and these things stop, we shall have a look at what was being produced down at the bottom. I have this funny feeling we're not going to get anything, because it's going to get caught between being perhaps liquidized up here and then turning back to a gas down here because it's not cold enough. I might have to take these out and maybe finish the whole thing off with wait till they overpressurize. Well, it'll automatically stop anyway. But yes, we shall have a look, see what happens. Meanwhile, I've decided I've got plenty of food. Food's sort of balancing out quite nicely. I've stopped the water at the moment, which is stifling for the mo. We can probably go up to 12 duplicates, so we'll have a quick look at what's available. Mouth breather, not keen on that. Loud sleeper, not keen on that. I need to put them somewhere else. This guy here, okay, he's got a stress decor expectation of 10, but he's athletic, he's twinkle toes, and he's got bell. So I reckon we could probably have Ren. So we'll get Ren out. Most of the guys' athletic abilities, as you can see, if you turn up to power, you know, they're all up around the 11s. Well, there's one there at a 6, but because they're running around doing lots of deliveries and sweeping, etc., you know, I've got some really high ones up the top here. The guys who've been with me the longest, and he'll soon. There we go. The other thing I've decided to do is take these guys out from down here, because they're not doing a lot, to be honest. I'm going to have a quick look at what this temperature's doing here, but since I've uprooted these guys, the temperature hasn't really increased. If anything, it's gone down. But so I'm going to start putting I'm going to put a couple of wheezeworts around here, because when this is pumping, it's getting above sort of nice comfortable room temperature. So we're going to put a wheezewort seed in there, and make that a 9. And then we'll slowly build wheezewort seeds up through here. The other thing I'm doing on a similar sort of basis is putting thimble seeds down here. Now you can build, where is it? I think it's down to the food. Yeah, these aquatic farm tiles, which you can grow these seeds in. But I've decided, well, I've got this nice little farming area down here, which just happens to have sort of sprung up. It's a nice sort of 30 degrees, nice and humid. These things were already growing here naturally anyway. So I was going to use the same sort of principle in that if I build a storage compactor, drop a thimbleweed seed in it, wait for it to grow, and then make this one a thimbleweed seed compactor, and wait for that one to grow, and we'll do the same sort of thing we did up here, but make a thimbleweed seed farm, which means that I can make textiles here, my textile factory, and I'm going to make some of these guys, particularly if they're working up around here, and actually because the base is a little bit chilly, I'm going to put them into a warm sweater. So we'll get these guys into some warm clothing. Don't know how many there were actually. There's 3 there. So 2 are in warm sweaters. 3 warm sweaters. There we go. Obviously they'll make some more when those guys have been along to collect their warm sweaters. And we can check on how cold or how warm they're getting. Obviously that'll all have to change if I start coming over more into swamp biomes. This is filling up again quite quickly. Also, wrong element damage. What am I doing wrong there then? So quick liquid plumbing over. Aha! Right, yes. Okay, right. I'm pumping polluted water back into my toilets. Don't want to do that. Where's my deconstruct? I'm already on liquid pipes, so we'll deconstruct those. And I need to... what am I doing here? Yes, I need to take... yeah, I need to take a bridge from here, making it out of obsidian, and in to out to there. So come here, deconstruct the liquid pipe there. Because then we can put that across there. Right, okay, that'll put fresh water into the toilets and stop damaging them. See, my pump here is just going to have a quick check up here. What's happening? Okay, so these are over pressurized. I have got A little bit of hydrogen in the top, I could vent that off, no problem at all. I've got sort of nearly 3 kilos of polluted oxygen, and to be honest, it's sat at minus 100. It's just not cold enough. Okay, so I think what we can do here then is we're going to break. So deconstruct buildings. We're going to. I could do with putting. If I put a door in, that's no good. Those ladders don't come down the side here. I need to. Oh, I see. That's just a vent. I could take that out. Yeah. Let's deconstruct that. And probably deconstruct the gas pipes through there. Experimenting with trying to fill the thing up, but needed to vent a bit off, so I can deconstruct all that. And now I want to deconstruct that ladder, because I'm going to move this wall out a bit so I can put a ladder down the side, and then we can get into deconstruct this. In fact, I moved it across twice, but deconstruct that. Deconstruct that. No. Deconstruct that, and I want to deconstruct the ladder there. Be very, very careful. Okay, so now we can come in here, we can make insulated tiles out of, what are we making insulated tile out of? Igneous rock. What are these tiles made out of? Granite, so let's stick to granite and build this further out here. So gas pipe, put that down to there, maybe even down to there. Now I can deconstruct that one. In fact, deconstruct. I do want to deconstruct that. Deconstruct buildings. I want to deconstruct all of that, and then we'll build a ladder in down there. And then I want to deconstruct all of that as well when we get to it. We'll see what temperature we can get down to here. See, I don't know how to get that polluted oxygen down to. It's coming down here. Polluted oxygen's getting down to 100. It's not quite getting cold enough. Don't know whether I'm going to need. Probably need more of these, to be honest, to make it colder. But if I open it up, make this a little bit bigger, I can make this. Put a few more of these in. Get this gas to cool the area down. To dig out that ice there, maybe. Let's put an insulated tile in there, and then cancel the build on that one. It's cold. Why can't you? Oh, right. Okay, I need to prioritise. Otherwise, these guys are going to die. Prioritise that. Oh, stop. They can't get up there. That's the main reason they can't get up there. So I need to build another ladder, and again make it priority 9. so we can get up the outside. Well, they should be able to get up there because they can get up around this side, but we'll put another ladder in there anyway. So, off you go, guys. Got some stress building up, come on. Get some stress building up as well, so let's put some people on the... It's only Devon. Why? Oh no. Have I just killed a couple of guys? No. No. Fine. Okay. Right, so now we'll see what temperature... Yeah, see already this temperature down here is getting down to minus 82, 89, etc. So I am going to box this in. That's a 9 as well. We'll see what sort of temperature we get down here now. Obviously opening that up to manage to get some of this hydrogen out. Got a lot of polluted oxygen up around here now. But, perhaps we'll bleed it into here and clean it using some of these. Oh, of course, when I opened up that, these would have tries for me to pump some more polluted oxygen up into here. So, minus 72, 74. The gas pipe is still pumping hydrogen at minus 250. So if I build more of these, I'm going to end up top here. It's only sort of minus 40. Oh no! Disaster! Duplicant has died. Ah, why you got stuck up there, Lindsay? Okay, very well. Very quickly picked up. It'll be going down to the little, what do you call it down here? Oh, I didn't notice that. Didn't notice the alarm for picking up the suffocating duplicant. But there we go. Right. Oh, down to 10 duplicants again. Really sorry, Lindsay. I shall bring you back when... what we've got here. Why is that broken? Well, that's broken. Gonna need to repair a few things. Pretty smartish.